Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to all examiners, timekeeper and my fellow participants. Today, we are firmly support that halal product is more environmental friendly than a non-halal products. First, we must understand that halal is not just a religious allowance, right? Religious permissions. It is a comprehensive ethical system that governs all aspects of food, including how it's sourced, how it's processed, and how it's consumed. Alright. So in Islam, human was appointed as a Khalifah, which means a caretaker in the earth. This is aligned and this is directly access to an environmental responsibility. Therefore, halal is not just about what we eat, but it also about how our choice affects the environment. Right, that's all from me.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Karim and good morning to the examiners and my fellow participants. Okay, our first point is that halal focuses on cleanliness and hygiene, which help protect the environment. Halal is not only about what is allowed to eat, but also about how food is handled. From preparation to storage, everything must be clean and well managed. Halal standard required food to be toilet, which means clean, safe and good quality. Halal standard required toilet, which means clean, safe and good quality. This helps reduce contamination, avoid spoilage and minimize food waste. For example, in halal slaughterhouses, there are strict rules for handling animal and meat properly. This helps reduce waste of resources like water, energy and food. Thank you.
Thank you, Karim and Anwar. Our second point is that Islam strongly prohibited waste or israf. Overconsumption is one of the biggest environmental problems today. Food waste leads to pollution, landfill overflow, and wasted energy. However, halal principles encourage moderation. Muslims are taught to take only what they need, avoid excess, appreciate resources. For example, finishing food and avoiding leftovers reduce waste. This mindset supports a more sustainable lifestyle. Thank you.
Thank you, my friends. Our third point is that halal promotes human treatment of animals. In Islam, animals are considered as living beings that deserve compassion and respect. They must not be abused, neglected, or subjected unnecessary stress at any stage, especially before slaughter. Proper handling, adequate feeding are essential parts of halal practices, especially when slaughtering. Ultimately, halal is not just about what is permissible to eat, but also about promoting mercy, sustainability, and ethical responsibility in entire food processing.
Thank you to my fellow friends. I want to conclude our case. Halal principles are not only about religion but also promote important values in today's world. These include cleanliness and hygiene, reducing waste and acting with ethical responsibility. These values help ensure safer practices and encourage people to care the environment. All of these ideas support environmental sustainability. They promote a lifestyle that respects nature's uses resources wisely and thinks about future generations. Even if halal is not always perfectly practiced, its core principles are still strong. They provide a solid foundation for protecting the environment. Therefore, halal is not the problem but a useful system that, when practiced properly, supports a cleaner and more sustainable world. That's all for me.
Thank you. We oppose the motion. The government focuses too much on theory, but for now, we should look at real life impact. in reality, halal products are not always environmentally friendly. Environmental damage depends on how products are made, not just whether they are halal or not. For example, a halal product can still use a lot of plastic and cause pollution during production. So, halal does not guarantee sustainability. Thank you.
Our first point is that halal products still contribute to plastic pollution. In supermarkets, halal products are still packaged using plastic like container, wrappers and bottles. This creates large amount of waste. Therefore, halal products are not automatically eco-friendly.
Our second point is that halal fast food is not sustainable. Halal certified restaurants still produce food waste, use mass production, depend on industrial farming. These practices harm the environment regardless of halal status.
Our third point is that transportation increase environmental damage. Many halal products are imported, which requires to long distance shipping. This process contributes to several environmental issues such as higher carbon emission, increased fuel consumption and pollution. Therefore, in terms of environmental impact, halal products are no different from non-halal products because both rely on transportation system that harm the environmental. That's all for me.
Last but not least, the government side depends too much on if it is done properly. But we should talk about what is happening now, not what might happen. In reality, halal products still harm the environmental. Because food packaging is thrown away after eating. They still use plastic. For example, take-away food use plastic bag and containers. They also cause pollution. For example, plastic waste can go into river and sea. So, halal does not automatically make product environmental friendly. That's all for me.
Thank you for the statement given. The opposition argues that halal products still use plastic packaging, which harms the environment. We do not deny this. However, this is clearly an industry-wide problem, not a flaw in halal principles. In fact, plastic usage exists across all types of products, regardless of whether they are halal or non-halal, showing that the issue lies in manufacturing practices rather than the concept of halal itself. This shows that halal actually provides a foundation for improvement, unlike systems that focus only on profit. It encourages accountability and continuous betterment, including in areas like environmental care, if its principles are fully implemented. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Kita balik semua ya. We strongly disagree. The government talks about principles, but in real life, business focus on profit, not just values. So, halal does not mean environmentally friendly. First, halal certification only checks ingredients and how the food is prepared. It does not control things like plastic use or pollution. For example, a halal food company can still use a lot of plastic packaging. This causes waste and harms the environment. Yes? Second, companies can follow halal rules but still damage the nature. For instance, a halal chicken factory may handle slaughter correctly but pollute rivers with waste. Also, many halal fast food brands produce a lot of trash like plastic, cup and food waste. Therefore, halal status does not guarantee sustainability. We stand against the motion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The opposition claim halal does not regulate environmental impact. So, however, halal is part of broader concept that include thayyib, which means good, clean and